Alright, back at you with another quick hit. Hey, Salakia. You know what? That first video I done, uploaded it, but guess what? For some reason, right, when I upload it on, that particular site, I'm not going to give the site away. It usually comes over so I can delete another one. So I deleted it, hoping that there was another covering for it. Guess what? It's not on there. It's not on there. But you know what that is? You know that's just Satan, right? That's just Satan trying to discourage the elect. That's all that is. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to just do another lesson. We're not going to stop. We're not going to give up. We're going to continue to teach this word. And we're not going to give up. Because this is what the enemy wants us to do, is give up. Right? Satan wants us to give up. So first you don't succeed, try again. Right? I haven't got much battery, so this is going to be after the quick one. And it was that lesson based on the Pharisees, which was a very edifying lesson. But Satan, it shows you Satan didn't want that to get out. So let's go to Matthews, right? Matthews. And start at chapter 23. And this ain't going to be too long. Matthew chapter 23. And jump straight to 32. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers. This is the Messiah speaking. Filling up the measure of your fathers. So we know the fathers, right, were the fathers of those wicked Pharisees that were doing the same thing. Okay. And it says, Babakasha, fill up the measure of your father. So if you're filling up a measure, that means you'd be exceeding that same level of actions that your fathers were doing. All right. Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers. So yeah, how should I call them serpents? And they were serpents. And you are a serpent. And these same men are back here in the truth today, being serpents. All right? Being vipers. All right? Fill up the measure of your filling up the measure of your fathers. You serpents, you generation of vipers. You snakes. How can you escape the damnation of hell? How are you going to escape that judgment? So when it comes to, you know, judgment, and they're the ones that are going to face severe judgment by Yahweh Shai. Okay? Filling up the measure of your fathers. So that's what they're doing. They're filling up that measure of their father. And they're going to do what their father's done to the prophets as well. Right? That's just the way it goes. Right? So let's get some more scriptures. Because the persecution, right, was mostly coming from who? Israelites. Right? It was coming from Israelites within the truth. Okay? Which, like I'm saying, brothers, the lesson I done, I believe it was edifying, but it got deleted. Right? Obviously, the Lord didn't want it to come out. So, yeah. Go to Proverbs now, 28 and 12. When the righteous man do rejoice, there is a great glory. But when the wicked rise, a man is hidden. So, is it like we intentionally hide? It says when the wicked rise, a man is hidden. So the man that would be hidden, right, is the righteous man. That righteous man would be hidden. Who's he hiding from? The wicked. When the wicked rise, a man is hidden. Now let's go to Maccabees. Right? First Maccabees 1 and 10. And there came out of him a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. In those days went there out Israel, wicked men. Key thing, wicked men in those days. Key thing, wicked men. So there was wicked men amongst our people. There is still wicked men amongst our people today. And it says, who had hostage at Rome and persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen round about us. So these were wicked men that were brought into the truth, and they made a covenant. So, covenant with who? The heathen. With the heathen. So these were people that were in the truth, but they came a part of the occult. In other words, they became what? Satanists and part of the occult. Let us make a covenant with the heathen. Right? And it says, they went to the king with the heathen round about us, for such we departed from them, we had much sorrow. much sorrow. So they were very sorrowful because they didn't want to catch hell to keep the law. And you got our people like that. Oh, if you can't beat them, just join them. You got our people like that was side with the enemy. So the basic, they were a part of what, the occult, and they became like what, heathens, even though they once kept the law. This is verse 12. So this device, right, pleased them well, because guess what? Now Antiochus was not on their back now, because what? They made a covenant, an agreement. When certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. It says, so this device pleased them, right? This thought. And certain of the people were forward therein, but they went to the king. So they were going to an Edomite king to do after the ordinances, right, of the heathen, but gave them license to do after the ordinances. License, permit. So you got men there, they're given permits to teach and what to teach. They given permits, right? You know what a permit is? A permit is a license, right? So that permit would be like your 501c3 charter. Oh, don't teach this, don't teach that. They're under a gag order. A lot of these companies, they're under gag orders. Okay. Yeah, gag orders. Okay. Where they getting taught what to say. Oh, don't teach too much of Yahushua. Just teach a little bit. Teach a quarter of Yahushua, and teach vocab Malone. Right? Bro, the Pharisees were not vocab Malone. Oh, who's persecuting the Israelites? It's this one man. Bro, shut the fuck up. It's you. It's you that's persecuting the Pharisees and them chief priests. A lot of men are not really giving you full eyesight of what's really going on within the truth, because they're them same wicked ass men. And it says, when you go further on, it says, wherefore they built a place of exile in Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. And when you go further down, it tells you, but these were wicked men, right? Well, doing sacrifices. Verse 42, and everyone should leave his laws. Antiochus, moreover, Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom, but all should be one people. Sounds like a new world order. And everyone should leave his laws, and so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, right? And sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. It said many Israelites. Many are called, few are chosen. The many were going to be doing that. So if that happened back then, you got the same thing going on again today, right? Esau tells his men, get underneath a building. Go underneath this building. Teach underneath here. You know, cross your arms. They do it because they flip and sold out. So this faith is only for a very few. It's not for everyone. It's only for the few. This is not for everyone. Right? It's not for everyone at all. Okay? And it says, Baba Kasha, but they should leave their laws. Right? So they agreed. And that's when they started profaning the Sabbaths and all of that. Setting up groves, altars. So these same men are doing the same thing today. And you got different branches, different groups. You have the Assyrians, you have the Zealots, you have the, I don't know every single name. You had the Pharisees, you had the Sadducees. These were different groups of people. Alright? Different groups. Okay? That's what you had going on. So this is what they were doing. Okay? This is what they were doing. Okay? And it's cold, but this is how the truth is. Not every man is a righteous man within this truth. But I've got to speed up this lesson because the battery's falling short. So we went into that. Go back to where we was now. Proverbs 28 and 12. When righteous men do rejoice, that there is a great glory. But, key thing, but, check this out. Right? When the wicked man rise, right? A man is hidden. When the wicked man riseth, a man is hidden. So man have to hide themselves when the wicked are arisen. Man have to hide themselves when the wicked are risen. Right? So, you see what he said? And when you go to the Maccabees, they were hiding. Remember, Their temples were getting burnt down. Their hiding places were getting knocked. This is what was happening. So you see how all these scripts are coming together. And there was wicked Israelites that were informing Antiochus Epiphanes of the hideouts, the places, and you had women being hung by their necks and their babies as well. This is what was going on. So you have wicked Israelites that are doing the same thing today. That are gathering intel, gathering information back to the enemy, right? And you will see these things. That's why persecution, it starts from within. That's why the scripture says there shall be a great insurrection. We can go to all of that as well. I'm going to rush with this lesson, so I want to finish it. Go to Luke 21, right? What are men doing? Another thing, yeah, you have men that are doing lessons, doing videos, and all the places you can go. All right, we already got enough to deal with. We already got enough on our back. Why would you teach outside the MI5 building headquarters? Anywhere you could teach. Why would you teach outside of the MI5 headquarters? Why would you do that? All the places you could teach. Huh? MI5 headquarters. You're asking for trouble. Because see, a lot of these men, they're paid off. They're working with the enemy. And when you look at the Pharisees and the chief priests and the elders, they had officers. When you read John, they had officers that were in their back pocket. Because they were a part of what? The occult. They were juiced in. Right? They were juiced in. Right? They were doing the bidding of the enemy. They were fully juiced in. Okay? Babakasha, Babakasha, Babakasha. Check this out. Wait just a minute. And it says Babakasha, Babakasha. Check this out. Luke 21. Alright? And 12, get straight to it. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you. Scripture said that would happen. They're going to want to get carnal. And persecute you. So a lot of you would be persecuted. Delivering you up to synagogues and into prisons. Scripture said this would happen. You'd be delivered up into synagogues and prisons, man. Real life stuff. And being brought before kings for my name's sake. And for rulers. So this is going to happen in real time. For Yahweh's sake, man. Right? These things were going to happen. Right? So they've been gathering intelligence. From the moment you came to the truth, there was all types of things happening. Right? You had people gathering intelligence. All types of things were happening. You had man doing backdoor deals. All types of stuff. Going into car parks. Right? Having conversations with other wicked men. Yeah, there's spies in the truth. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate, but for what you shall answer. Yahweh is going to give us what to answer. For I will give you a mouth of wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And you shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of them shall cause to be put to death, and should be hated for all men for my name's sake. These things were going to happen. You'll be brought before rulers, kings, Rothschilds, mayors, and so forth. Why? Because the testimony that you have, which is of Yahweh, which is ultimately against this world. That's why these things would happen. Because the testimony that you have of Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh. And they don't want to hear that testimony. And the Pharisees, they were against what? The order. They were against Yahweh. That's why they were setting up their own thing. So they didn't really want this word to get out. So they're saying, men, they're back here again today. All these groups, the Assyrians, Zealots, Pharisees, Sadducees, they're all back here again today. And you would know by their actions what they're doing. Quickly go to the Apocrypha as well. 2nd Ezra 16. Okay, I have to rush this video because I ain't got much batteries left. 2nd Ezra 16. And jump straight to verse. Where was I? 70. For there shall be in every place, right? And in the next cities, every single place, right? And in the next cities. Right? A great insurrection, uprising, and that uprising is going to be from within, because that's where uprisings start. Insurrections start from within. So these insurrections were going to be from within the camps. Infiltrating never start. It's never from the outside. It's always from the inside. It starts from outside, but then it comes from inside. So yeah, there's insurrections. There's men that are not right. There's men that have forced themselves into the truth. Right? Forced themselves. Right? Into this truth. Okay? Great insurrection, spies, agents, right? Government lackeys, church lackeys, right? They thought they were sent in. And it says, and upon those that fear the Lord. So really the targeting is really upon those that fear the Lord. Another reason why camps are set up, right, is another way of saying, you know what? Yep, you know what? This man believes. This man truly believes. This man's a threat. This man really believes what he's reading. That's why a lot of these camps are set up. That's to bring you to that broad path, to the way of death. But the true prophets are here to lead you in that narrow path of life. And most of these camps are big ass organizations. Big ass organizations that are under the Ba'al Berith covenant. That's a Jewish well, really, that's a demon, the Ba'al Berith, but that's run by the Jewish, right? So you got men that they're in bed with the enemy. They're in bed with the enemy, but they're talking about Esau. Now the wicked are our people. And it says, they shall be that madmen, spoiling none, sparing none, but still destroying those that fear the Lord. So this was what's going to happen. So don't think for 1 minute, yes, things have been going on. You know, from the moment you woke up to this truth, when you were coming to camp, there were certain things going on. And I don't want to give out names. Even when I came to camp the first time, and I was amongst certain brothers, right? Guess what happened, right? You would have, I'm not going to name these brothers' names, but you would have them kind of, you know, sizing you up and so forth. They were there. So these men that were there, you got to be like, well, were they agents, right? Were these men agents? Okay. Yeah, they probably were, right? You get in camp, they're sizing you up. Yeah, bro, they were watching you. A lot of these men are flipping, but the Lord's going to reveal everything. Everything. Okay? In due time. Okay? Everything. Right? A lot of funny business has been going on. Heaven is your brother that goes to camp. You come to the camp, and all of a sudden now, you have these different men scoping you out because they were agents. So you know this. I got news for you. You know, if you're a new brother that wakes up to this truth, and you wake up to your Israelite, you already got men that are set up within Israel to watch you. Who is he? What does he believe? You got men that are set up to watch you, right? I'm giving you the whole truth and the scope of the whole truth. Let me check the battery. Battery is running low. And it says Baba Kishar, Baba Kishar. So we went to that now. Now we went to Luke 21 as well. Did we finish it off? Hold on. Did we finish it off? And the Lord's going to give us a mouth, which your adversary should not be able to gainsay nor resist. So our enemies are not going to be able to gainsay nor resist this word that we're speaking. They will not be able to do that. Okay? They will not be able to gainsay nor resist. And you're going to be very, very surprised. Some of you brothers, not all you brothers, because not all you brothers are going to go through that situation. Right? But the brothers that are amongst, right, the court system to judicial systems, right, you're going to be very surprised when you see certain men that were amongst you. They were never in the truth, they were around the truth. You're going to be very surprised, some of you, that were not really paying attention, right? Oh no, I was teaching with him. He was right beside me saying Kwam Yasharala. Right? He was right beside me, telling me to keep the laws, keeping the past. He was right. Yep. And they're gonna have their beard shaved off, because the reason why they have a beard is to blend in. Right? They've been taught to learn some scriptures, but they were never read. They were never in the truth. And you have whole camps. Me personally, I believe you have whole camps that have been infiltrated and are working with the enemy. Whole camps. Right? A lot of shady stuff. But these men, they're going to be revealed anyway. And it's silly because you got the apostle talking about, we have agents. And, bro, tell us something new. Tell us something new. I've said that. I've done videos years and years on this. 3-4 years ago. Maybe even like, you have agents in camps. This ain't no secret. But all of a sudden now, something happens. Oh, we got agents. Or if someone leaves Great Millstone, oh, he must be in it. No. There's been agents in Britain for a long time. But who sent them? It was the Pharisees that sent the agents. Okay? So now let's go into Galatians. Baba Kashab, Baba Kashab, Baba Kashab. Come on. I had to do this lesson again because there's so much things going on. Okay? Okay. Yeah, they were sent in to spy out the liberty. Right? Go to Galatians now. Galatians. And we're going to shut off soon. Galatians 2 and 4. And that because of false brethren unawares brought in, it says unawares. Alright? And these men, they are frightened. And a lot of these men, they look behind their back a lot as well. They're scared. Because they didn't come in by a righteous means. Right? These men never came in by a righteous means. Right? And it says Baba Kasha, who came in privily to what? Spy out our liberty. So that's why they came in. To spy us out. That's why they came into this truth. To spy out our liberty. See what we're doing. Right? See what works we're doing for Yahweh Shai. That's why they came into this truth. To spy out our liberty. That we have in Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai. Right? And they know we have liberty in Yahweh Shai. But they came to spy it out. Right? They don't have the liberty in Yahweh Shai. Not if they condemn. Not if they're against Yahweh Shai. So that's what they came to do. Spy out our liberty. Okay? Which we have in Yahweh Shai. But they might bring us into bondage. Under who? Under the governors. Romans. That they might bring us into bondage. Unto the governors. Roman governors. So this is why these men were brought in. Right? Yeah, these are condemned spirits. Well, you know what? In the kingdom, it's going to be like, all right, you're going to have your head down for 1,000 years. Well, what was your role? Your role was to basically spy out the men and lords and to be, to be a spy, to be an agent. And you're just going to have your head down in the kingdom. That was your role. And please, another thing as well, don't just think this is, well, younger brothers, watch out for the new brothers. Keep it. It's not new brothers. Because say if you were already established by the Romans, right, Esau, and you set up a camp, that means you were already an agent. So yeah, you can have elders, right, that are agents, okay, because that's what happened within the New Testament, because of their position. They set up spies. They're the ones that were setting up spies. They were working with these government agencies because remember, they were in the Romans' back pocket. You understand? All right. So we went to that. Now let's go to John. A few more scriptures and we shut off. John 15 and 18. If the world hates you, know it hated me before it hated you. So if the world hated you, it's going to hate Yahweh Shai. And guess what? This makes perfect sense, right? You know the men that are of the world within this truth? They were going to be the ones that were persecuting you because they're of the world. I hope this is making sense. Right? If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, we're not of this world. Right? But because you are not of this world, right? But I've chosen you out of the world. So we've been chosen out of this world because you're not of this world, but I've chosen you out of this world. So we've been hand-picked, hand-selected, right? Wherefore the world hateth you, right? That's why certain brothers hate you, because they're still of the world. Yahweh Shai hasn't renewed them. He's not dealing with them. Remember the word I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will also keep yours also. So, with much of these sayings, they're going to keep yours as well. Okay? But all these things what they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no clock for their sin. He that hateth me, hateth my Father also. If I had not done among them the works none other man did, they had not sinned. But now they have both seen me and my Father, and hated both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled in the written in the law. But they hated me without a cause, without a reason. But when the Comforter is come, and whom I will send unto you from the Father of the Spirit, which proceed from the Father, he shall testify of me. And you shall be witnesses, because ye have been with me from the beginning. So like I'm rushing this lesson because my battery's going low. These things have I spoken unto you, that you should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues Yeah, you were going to be put out. You were going to be put out the synagogues, right? The councils, their camps. And it doesn't officially mean you're wicked or you're a bug out, you're wicked. It doesn't mean that. You would be put out of these synagogues, okay? These camps. And the Lord's really doing you a favor, okay? And they shall put you out of synagogues. Yeah, the time comes, but who shall kill if you think he does the Most High service? And these things will they do unto you, because they know not what? The Father, because they didn't know the Father. So they're going to do the same things to you, which they done to Yahweh Shai. The size of them rules, right? Off-road biking. So they do the same thing to you as they done to the Father. The same thing, okay? They done it to Yahweh Shai. They're going to do it to you, okay? And it says, but all these things have I told you, when the time come, they shall, that you will remember. I told you of them. If this happens, remember these scriptures. Remember these scriptures. They will do it to you as well. And it says that you remember, I told you of them. These things have I said unto you from the beginning. From the beginning. So they're going to do the same thing to you. Why? Because they done it to Yahweh Shai. Okay? To Yahweh Shai. The exact same thing. Okay? So now we went to that Baba Kasha. I hope we're covering all grounds right now. And when you go to Matthew 13, quickly go to that Baba Kasha. Alright? You got men doing all types of things. You're coming to camp. After camp, they're having secret meetings with the Pharisees, going to government buildings and so, bro, it's crazy. Government, all types of stuff. Right? Giving you false testimonies. Right? Oh, you know, when I was on the bus, the police took me off the bus and they just arrested. Bro, you don't just get arrested for no reason. You don't just spend a day in a cell for no reason. A lot of these men are government lackeys, man. They're lackeys and agents and so forth. Because that don't just happen. Unless there's a cause. Alright? Be wet, bro. And I'm not against camps. I'm not against camps. But, yeah, against wicked camps. Because there is wicked camps. Alright? Quickly go to Matthew 13 and jump straight to verse 24. And another parable put forth he unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in the field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat. So, the field represents the world. The wheat represents the desirables. The tares represent the undesirables, right? And went his way. So the enemy, who was this that done that? Satan, the devil. In physical aspect, it would be the elite banking, someone that has a lot of money. Because I always say, hold on, are you telling me the people that have a lot of money, right? They don't have enough money to put people in and set people up. They do. But when men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But while the tares represent the wicked, but when the blade was sprung up, he brought forth fruit, and then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, did this not sow good seed in the field? From whence have it tares? And he said unto them, an enemy have done this. Right? The servants said unto him, right? Would I then go and gather them up? Key thing. But he said, nay, lest while you gather up the tares, right? Key thing, right? You root up the wheat with them, okay? And you don't want that. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, gather together first the tares and bind them in bundles and burn them together. So in other words, now don't destroy the tares. The angel was saying, shouldn't we gather up the tares? No, because you don't want to destroy the good with the righteous. You want to destroy the wicked first. So Yahushua said, let both grow together in the harvest. No, all right. In other words, you're going to have wicked men teaching righteous men right beside righteous men. Let them gather up the tares also, right? Wait until the harvest. And it says, and the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, gather together first the tares, okay, and bind them in bundles. Bind them up. So the wicked are going to be gathered first, so we don't need to worry as long as you're doing the right thing. And it says, but gather the wheat into my barn. So the wheat are what? The desirables. Yeah, you failed. See, they failed again. See, it ain't funny now, is it? You know? And it says, Baba Kasha, But it's like I'm just messing with the perps. I get a lot of perps that follow me. So the righteous are the weak, the desirables, the tares are the wicked. Right? That's who the tares are. The wicked. Okay. So we went to that Baba Kashar. And how would you know who the wicked are? Because Yahushua described it. Now let's go to Revelations. Alright? See how much battery I got? Oh, I'm really running low, 7%. Let's go Revelations, Baba Kashar, Baba Kashar, Baba Kashar. Revelations. And jump straight to verse... Where was I? 3. To the church. Revelations 3. And 9. Behold, I will make them the synagogue of Satan. So you also got Jews that are of the synagogue of Satan. Of Satan. Right? A lot of people read this and say, well, it's those in the land of Israel right now. No, it's not. Well, you can say that, but this is referring to the church. Right? The synagogue of Satan. This is written to the church. Right? And it says, Baba Kashar. Hold on just a minute. The church of what, Tom? Hold on. Moving too fast. Yep. I will make them of the synagogue of the Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Right? I will make them come to worship before thy feet and know I have loved thee. Key thing, but do lie. Synagogue of Satan, why? Because they're not walking in the ways of Yahushua. They're not walking in the ways of Yahushua. That's why, but do lie, which are Jews and are not, because they're not walking in the manner of the Jews. Right? They say you're Abraham's seed and so forth, but they're not walking in the way of Abraham, and Abraham trusted in the Lord Yahushua. And it says, Baba Kashar, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That's what the Lord's going to do. Right? He's going to keep his elect. That's what he's going to do. Keep his elect. Baba Kashar. Check this out. That ain't even what I was looking for. I was looking for something else, but I couldn't find it. Right, but that's pretty much it. I'm shutting off soon. Hold on just a minute. So we went to that. Oh, here it is. This is it. Revelations 2 and 9. I know that works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So why did Yahushua say, I know the blasphemy of those that say they are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan? Why? Because they're walking in the ways of Satan. That's why it says, and are not. Key thing. Because they're not walking in the manner of the Jews. Right? That's why. Right? And it says, Baba Kashar, but are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which I shall suffer. Right? Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, tested. And you shall have tribulation 10 days. But be faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. So we were going to be in tribulation. It says 10 days. 10 days could be 2. 10 days could be 5. 10 days could be a week. But you were going to be in tribulation. Scriptures are breaking down the persecution and where that persecution was coming from. Where was it going to come from? Where was it going to come from? From within the truth. All right? From within the truth. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Okay? I'm going to shut off here. Okay? And until the next time, I want to give all honors and praises and glory, right, belongs to my Lord and Savior, whose name is Yahweh, by Sham Yahushai, Bahasham, Wahavakar Kwadash, and until the next time, Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.